We welcome in Justine SanFilippo. Justine SanFilippo is a certified health coach, a nutritionist, and a personal trainer, and the author of the book, Lose Your Inches Without Losing Your Mind. 10 simple weeks to a slimmer waistline and a healthier you. Justine SanFilippo, good morning to you. With Thanksgiving just about here now, a little more than a week away, you have 10 tips in order to stay trim this Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. This is the season where people tend to overindulge, and there's really no need to.
Why?
I think that somehow our view of the holidays got a little bit skewed to be completely around food versus celebrating why they're actually here, which is to be around friends and family and just be thankful for what we have. So by, I think, keeping a good perspective, it helps keep our waistlines in check as well.
Run down those tips for us from 10 all the way down to 1, like a Letterman top 10 list.
Okay, so starting at number 10, which might be actually number 1, is to enjoy time with your friends and family. Again, keep the focus of the holiday season, and it's not strictly around food.
Yeah, but you know what? They say you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family.
Well, this is true, and that's part of maybe planning. Maybe a little fresh air will be needed at certain times of hanging out with certain family members. I completely
That's where I go to eat when you get to that point. So what do I do then?
Just think about, is your waistline worth it, the stress from that one particular family member?
Sometimes it is, yes.
So number 9 would be to freeze excess leftovers. Chances are that you're going to make a lot of food for Thanksgiving, so there's no need to consume it all in one meal.
No?
It definitely brings extra good lunches and dinners for probably at least a week. You can get really creative with turkey sandwiches,
right,
and soup and different things like that.
Yeah, but what if you worry that somebody else is going to grab it before you do, say tomorrow or the day after?
Well, maybe freeze that in a certain special section of the freezer.
Hide it.
Yes,
rent a freezer somewhere and put it in there.
Exactly. Number 8, I say eat your meal early so it has time to digest. My family and I, we tend to eat around like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, so because you're Italian-American like we are.
Yes. So it could be partly cultural, but also it gives your stomach plenty of time to digest the food rather than eating and then going to sleep with all those extra calories. So, definitely eat earlier in the day, and then you can enjoy the football and enjoy family time the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm. What else do you have on that list? Run them all down.
Sure. Number 7, cook more of the good foods and less of the quote-unquote bad foods. So maybe not make 3 or 4 pies, maybe just make 1 or 2, and make the extra turkey or, again, if people have soups or even like some green beans, cook more of the things that are healthier for you. Number 6 is pay attention to portions. The Thanksgiving meal in general can actually be very healthy in moderation. So rather than having 2 or 3 cups of mashed potatoes, having 1 or less. Portions is important. Okay,
now I have 2 wings. I have a big portion of the breast, also the dark meat in the back as well, maybe a leg, and some antipasto, and, well, you have dessert too. You have sweet potatoes, you have string beans, mushrooms. That's my Thanksgiving.
Exactly. And along those lines, I always say to give in to portions, give in to your cravings just a little bit. So, yes, I am going to have some pie on Thanksgiving. It's not going to be a huge slice. It'll be a little sliver without tons of, whipped cream or ice cream or all of that. But, yeah, so if you like your cranberries, if you like all of your different things, your antipasto, so just have a smaller scoop versus like a huge amount. And then satisfy your craving.
Okay. All right.
Do it, John. I believe in you. Number 5 is
you have a lot of faith that others don't. That's all I could say.
Number 5 is skip the eggnog. Eggnog is super high in fat, calories, and sugar. And 1 cup could have almost 400 calories and 60 grams of sugar, which is about 15 teaspoons of white sugar. So that one's just not worth it. But if you crave it, maybe have a sip and then sort of get that craving out of the way. Number 4 is watch the alcohol. Yes, People love to drink alcohol, especially on Thanksgiving. But excess alcohol is just extra calories.
Yeah,
and
they
lowers
do.
Inhibitions.
They like alcohol on Thanksgiving? Yeah, real. Oh, that's right, they do.
A little bit of alcohol is fine, a glass of wine or two. Number 3 is drink lots of water. There's a lot of sodium in our traditional Thanksgiving meal, so people will tend to be very water retentive the next day, especially if they do have alcohol as well. So drinking water helps you feel better the next day and not quite so bloated. Number 2 is to serve healthy snacks while watching football. So although wings and little pizza pockets and things like that taste delicious, your waistline will not be very happy for a little bit.
No potato chips?
No. I mean, I'm fine with like some tortilla chips with some salsa and guacamole because guacamole is actually healthy for you.
Yeah, we can go for that.
Yeah, a vegetable platter, a fruit platter, maybe even some plain popcorn. So something to munch on, but it doesn't have to be like wings or something like that.
Okay, and at the top of this top 10 list?
And the number 1 thing is to maintain your healthy habits, especially if you have an exercise routine, to maintain that on Thanksgiving and through the holidays. So just because it's the holidays doesn't mean you just give up for the next couple months. Especially on Thanksgiving, go for a nice walk in the morning and start the day off there. Invite your family members, and then you'll feel better during the day, and your waistline will be really happy.
Or you can, after you eat, I guess, the way things are nowadays, you can go walk at the mall on Thanksgiving, since many malls are open on Thanksgiving now later in the day.
This is true. You can have your meal, you can digest a bit, then go walking in the mall, burn some calories, and get your Christmas present.
Or at
already.
a big box store. Everybody's open, it seems like now, later in the day on Thanksgiving and all night long. So eat all day, walk in the mall and in a big box store all night, and then go shopping in the malls, walk all day on Black Friday. There you go. Got your exercise in, right? Justine SanFilippo. Thank you for joining us here. Justine SanFilippo is a certified health coach, nutritionist, and personal trainer, and author of the book, Lose Your Inches Without Losing Your Mind, 10 Simple Weeks to a Slimmer Waistline and Healthier You. Her 10 healthy tips for Thanksgiving. Make sure that the pounds don't pile on even after you pile in all the food into your system. Justine SanFilippo, our thanks to you. And, oh, by the way, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, you too. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Justine SanFilippo. And by the way, before you go, how can we get a copy of your book and to tell us about your website as well so we can find out more?
Sure. My website is happyhealthypeople.com. You can even download a free chapter of the book. The book is also available at Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Okay, Justine SanFilippo, our thanks to you from 1460 WVOX.